Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? I hope you guys are enjoying your day. All right, so let's get into it and see what's going on. It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and let's get right into it. All right. So what's going on with Pisces? Nathis. Nathis can talk about like a hardship or a lacking. It can also talk about learning. We'll know more about Nathis as I get further into the read. What else is going on with Pisces? Arcana in reverse. Arcana in reverse. This is some sort of stagnation. Something's kind of stuck. Don't worry, Pisces. Arcana here is usually temporary. Okay, so you may be feeling stuck or something. Some of you may be. This is temporary. This is a new beginning that's going to happen. It's inevitable when it comes out. It's just right now something is stagnant. Something's not moving. What else? Suilo, the sun. So you know, Pisces, the sun illuminates. It's very, very nice energy, but when it's in runes, it's a little bit different than in tarot. And what it does is it emphasizes it intensifies the runes that it surrounds. So this feeling stuck is feeling more intense than probably normal. But you know, maybe there could be, you know, the sun also talks about healing too. You know, maybe there could be some healing that needs to be done. Let's see what else. Wow, well, this is good news. Look at this, Fehu. Fehu is talking about money. It's also talking about health. And so when I see Fehu right here, you know, it's telling you that many opportunities are coming your way, Pisces. All right. And so be very mindful of how you're spending and investing your time and money. All right. Because, you know, there's a bunch of opportunities that are going to be flowing into you, and this is good. I mean, this is intense. It's good. It's good opportunities. Look, you have the sun. Like I said, the sun enhances the runes that are surrounding it, and it's really shining down on this Fehu. So, you know, I feel that there's a great amount of abundance here to be had. You know, this could also be telling you to invest in something that's going to grow. All right, invest. If you're into investing anything, invest into something to grow. Yeah. What else? Tiwaz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see? This is feeling stuck. Just like I said, Tiwaz in reverse, that's feeling stuck. This reminds me of spinning out on ice. And so many of you know what it's like to spin out on ice. You know, you don't go anywhere. You have to slow down first to be able to get the momentum to get going, to pick up that traction. So I feel that This is some sort of necessary hardship here that is going to actually help you really succeed and grow for many of you. Okay, this is just a minor obstacle for a lot of us. Okay, now for the dark side, like on the shadow side of that, it could indicate the poverty. But I don't see any poverty here with Fehu. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, the energy that I'm feeling from just feeling this and looking at it is to slow down and take your time. Okay, slow down and take your time. Things are going to work out. This always turns around. This is just temporary. So, there could be some sort of an obstacle that you need to go through or something. What else is going on with Pisces? Solo. Wow, the sun again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. Okay, so the sun is still shining here on Tiwaz, so, slow down. Now, this is some sort of light. I can't really tell what the sun is talking about as far as this other energy here yet goes. What's going on with Pisces? A blank rune, huh? Wow, so I'm kind of like looking at this in a couple of different ways. It looks like maybe, whoever it is that I'm reading for, whoever this person is on the other side, this other person in your energy that's not you, someone else. There's been something here in the dark about them, but the sun is shining right here. The sun is lighting this up. Now, this could be any sign, Pisces. It's a blank rune, so it's different for everybody. What else? I'll know more when I get all the runes out. That's really how I really know. He was. That's interesting. This can indicate travel or movement. It could also indicate trust, but we're just going to say travel and movement for now because that's what I feel. What else? It has. Or algaes, whatever way. Okay, so Pisces, this is like, this is some sort of a necessary obstacle, like I said. It's some sort of, resistance. Like I said, this points to being stuck. See right here? It's pointing right there. There's the stuck. I felt stuck when I pulled Marcana out, for sure. But this Elhaz over here, Pisces, this is our protection. And this is shielding us from whatever this is. So we are shielded. Just make sure that you set strong boundaries. Okay? Make sure that you're setting strong boundaries. I feel that you may need it. It's going to be different for everybody, but as long as you have, set your boundaries, you're going to be able to keep something, either let somebody in or let somebody out. Let something in or let something out. Or leave it out. This is our divine protection. It's protecting us for sure. We're protected. Whatever this garbage is, this hardship or whatever this is, this feeling stuck or whatever this is, we are definitely divinely protected, okay? And this Barkana here is, like I said, this is usually very temporary. Usually very, very temporary. Let's pull some cards out and see what else. What's going on with Pisces? I'm curious about this this person here, this blank rune. This is the blank rune here. You can see nothing's on there. So I want to pull a couple cards on that. This is generally somebody else's energy, Pisces. What's going on with this blank rune? Judgment. Judgment. That's interesting. So Judgment, this is kind of a really cool looking card, Pisces. Look at this card here. You see him kind of like, it's different than your average Judgment card, okay? But I'm looking at Ingwas on here. There's Ingwas right here, and there's Ingwas right here. All right, they look different, but it's just a different way to express Ingwas. It can be either this or this. But Ingwas is Aquarius energy. Now, like I said, you could be dealing with any sign, but this has Aquarius on here. Judgment, this person could be under judgment of some kind. What's going on with this? Why is judgment there? Wow, justice. This person could be under some sort of judgment, or, they could be getting some sort of justice. And that could be either for the good or for the bad. I'm not really too sure. Let's pull something here for, this is Iwa's Pisces. It's usually talking about movement, travel, or trust or companionship. What's going on here? Why is this fear for Iwas? Ooh, 7 of Cups. That's interesting. The 5 of Swords. Wow, this person could be... Okay, so this is talking about movement, right? This person is being pulled in all different types of directions. That's why this is here. This person here that's receiving some sort of justice or some sort of judgment. They're being judged. They're under judgment. They're getting justice, for good or for bad. But this person here has got some sort of ego problem or some sort of ego going, or some sort of conflict. Something is not right about this person. So, Pisces, if anybody tries to approach you and tries to manipulate you into anything that you don't want to do or something like that, make sure that you're using your intuition, all right? And I see the sun shining here, so you'll be able to see for sure, all right? This person can't fool you. Yeah, this could be somebody trying to... This person's moving in all kinds of different directions because of this. They're under judgment. They're getting their justice. And I don't know whether that's good or whether that's bad, but it doesn't really, honestly, to be honest with you, it doesn't really look all that too good with this. That don't look too good at all. So what's going on with us? What's going on with Pisces? Get the Two of Swords. Ooh, the Two of Swords. Which way do I go? You could be like I said, you could be feeling, you know, stuck here, but, you know, these are our runes as well. It's mostly somebody else's energy, but this is our rune as well, this blank rune, and you're kind of like, do I go this way or that way? What do I got to do? Why is the Two of Swords there? The Magician. The Magician. Pisces, you've got everything you need here. This is telling you to, you know, that you have everything that you need. You are the magician, all right? So create the world that you want. That's your decision. That's your choice. Yeah. I also am looking here. Yeah, I see thoracicis on here, on his right here. You can barely see it. I see thoracicis right here. This is like, you know, nobody can mess with you, Pisces. You're protected right here. And you have everything that you need. Yeah. That is your decision. That's what you're going to do. You're going to move forward with the Magician. Let's get a couple more cards for Pisces. What else? Got the Page of Wands. I like the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is like, you know, exciting news, but it's still page energy. But it's exciting news. The advice with the Page of Wands is always to, you know, make sure and double check. Don't just jump in there. You know, the Page of Wands still page energy. You know, might accidentally just jump out there too soon. That's why you have T-Wise right here telling you to slow down and look at the bigger picture first, because you have some exciting opportunities coming in with this Fehu, with this money. I feel like your money is going to improve. What else? Why is the Page of Wands there? King of Swords. Yeah, so this is going to be, you know, needing to use your logic. Okay? Like I said, Pisces, this is just, you know, wand energy. So, but as long as you're using your logic, this is like an exciting new opportunity or an idea or something. And, you know, as long as you're using your, you know, your logic. What else? Wow, the King of Cups. There we are, the King of Cups. That's us. As long as we use our logic and control our emotions, Pisces, we are the Magician. Wow, so this is really good. The only advice here I say here, Pisces, is, you know, you don't need, you slow down a little bit, okay? Because, you know, you could be like, it reminds me of spinning out on ice. You know what I mean? Like trying to move, getting stuck in ice. Yeah, so you slow down enough, you know, and throw down some gravel, because you have everything that you need right here with the Magician. You'll be able to move forward, and that Barcana will turn around. What's going on with Pisces? Confidence is your key to success. New Moon in Leo. Let's get one more card. The energy is gaining momentum. Well, that's good, Pisces, because I see a lot of big changes on the way. I do. What else is going on with Pisces, especially in the next 6 months? Yeah. What's going on with Pisces? On. Okay. On can talk about an actual journey. It can also talk about, it can also be sexual energy. There's a lot more. I'll read it. I'll let you know. A manacle is talking about taking care of your health, okay? And I see Fehu right here. Fehu also represents health. What else? And starve. All right. So let's get the book out and see what these are talking about. Let me see. Oops. All right, on. This is the ash tree. And the meaning of it is spiritual paths. See, this could be a very you could be feeling really spiritual too, Pisces. I know I have. I don't know how you guys might be feeling, but I mean, I know I have. This could also talk about lust or arousal and movement, guidance and spiritual movement. So this is just telling you, you know, this is vitality. You know, this could be sexual vitality for some. But it can also, you know, for most of us, I feel that this is a sign to deepen and analyze your deep connection with your spiritual journey. And that's kind of like what I'm really feeling. This could also talk about a sudden change, you know, a sudden change in your life, a sudden direction, sudden change. And we kind of got that yesterday with Rido, I think. Rido was there yesterday, if I believe so. I can't remember, but... And this can also be talking about moving into a new house. So some of you may be moving too. All right? So let's get over here to a mana call. Now, a mana call is the witch hazel tree, or witch hazel bush or tree. I think it's a bush. Yeah. And it's talking about the need to cleanse and purify disease, okay? It represents our ability to protect and improve our physical and mental health. Witch hazel is known for its medical and magical qualities, and manical symbolizes our need to improve our health and cleanse negative energies. A manical emphasizes the importance of this process of getting rid of disease and negativities and reminds us the vital importance of this process. I really like that. So yeah, you know, salt baths, Palo Santo, sage, you know, things like that, that helps too. All right, now let's get over here to starve. And I think I'm saying that right, starve, yeah. And that's the blackthorn tree. This is the blackthorn tree. And the meaning of this is divination and secret. Okay, so, you know, when it says divination, it's talking about using your intuition, Pisces. You know, I see the sun right here. I see the sun twice. This blank rune right here could actually be a secret that you're going to find out from somebody else. Yeah. That could be it too. This particular tree is known as the tree of the dead. Okay, and it's supposedly connected with the spirits of the underworld. This thorny bush is a symbol of sword, arrow, and spear. And what it says here is that it says to focus on the causes rather than any results of the problem. So in other words, get down to the root of the problem and defeat it that way. All right. And it's also talking about an unexpected change. Okay. Just like this is saying, something could unexpectedly happen and change, but it's going to be for the better. I see Fehu right here. So, all right. I like this. All right. Let's pull some shadow cards. What's going on with Pisces? Insecurity, fear of not being good enough. Build confidence and love your uniqueness. Yeah, I like it. Power struggle. Desire for recognition or the need to assert your authority over others. Uh-oh. So make sure, you know, I love these cards. They make me think. And I bring them to the surface so we can actually spot it and you know, heal it. What else? Unsettled. Look before you leap from thing to thing without making real commitments. Okay, and I see that right there with this Page of Swords, or Page of Wands, I mean. Yeah, so make sure that you're, you know, you're using your intellect and your emotions. All right, let's pull some of these really good cards out. The Mystic Forest. What's going on with Pisces? Where there is hope. Don't believe the past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons. A hopeful heart never gives up. Exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here, right now. I like it. What else? That's kind of like what I'm feeling right here, you know, with feeling stuck. Just, you know, take a little break or something and chill. You don't have to rush. What else is going on with Pisces? Behold beauty. When you insist that the world is hostile and others are enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfilling prophecies fortunately work both ways. So I really like that there too, Pisces. Well, there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.